Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a patriotic 4th of July makeup look. I'm going to be showing you this very neutral eye makeup look that I've been wearing in a lot of my recent videos. A lot of you have asked me what I was wearing in my previous video. This is exactly it except for the lip. The lip is very patriotic. So if you guys want to see my everyday neutral eye look with a winged liner that I've been doing in all of my recent videos along with a really pretty bold festive lip for the 4th of July, then just keep on watching. Okay, so a couple things I just want to touch on before I get started. You guys have been asking me a lot in my last video how I ombre my hair and what my color is and stuff like that because you want to go to your stylist and get this done. This is completely hair extensions. I've mentioned it before. I have virgin hair right now. It's completely naturally my brown hair color up here, and then I just put in these ombre extensions and that creates the ombre. As you can see, when it's straight it's kind of more noticeable that it's not my real hair. But yeah, these are from Milk and Blush. I have the links down below and I have discount codes. You can get $10 off or £5 off depending on where you're from. So if you're interested, go ahead and check those out. They're the best quality hair extensions that I've tried, and I love this ombre shade. So if you're like me and you're too scared to bleach your hair, definitely try something like this out. And also a huge thanks to my dad for these cute little 4th of July fairy lights. It's so cute. Him and my mom were out shopping and he just thought of me and bought them for me, and I think that's adorable and I really like them, and that inspired this whole makeup tutorial. So yeah, let's just get into it. So my last makeup tutorial was a dramatic eye, so I started with my eyes, but I always start with my face. Usually even if it's dramatic, I start with my face because I don't care about fallout. I'll just touch it up later. So I'm really gonna go with what I'm used to and start with my face today. I picked up a new foundation. I picked up the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I picked up the shade Golden because I am pretty tan right now. So I completely forgot about primer. I'm just going to put on a little bit of this Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer just around my nose area and a little bit underneath my eyes and on my forehead because this is actually a miracle worker and it really makes your pores look tiny. For the Born This Way, it really performs like the L'Oreal Lumi foundation, so I just use it the same way. I squirt it onto the butt of my beauty blender. Just a couple pumps is fine to begin with, and then I just dot it all over my face and blend it in. And for me, I definitely have to blend this down onto my neck and make sure I hit my ears and stuff because it is a little bit too dark for me right now, so I don't want to look like I have a mask on. Okay, so just like with my last tutorial, I'm going to be taking my NYX Dark Circle Concealer in the shade Medium with my Luxie Concealer Brush, and I'm going to be brightening up my under eyes. Just placing this in the very corner. Now today for concealer, I'm going to be taking my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, and this is in the shade Tan. It's just a little bit lighter than my skin tone. I didn't like this at first, but it's starting to grow on me. It's a little bit thick and that's why I didn't like it, but I don't know, something about the texture of my skin in the summer, I've just been liking it a little bit more. So I'm just going to pat this underneath my eyes. Then to brighten up my face, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Sand, and I'm just going to dot this in the areas that I want a little bit of extra brightness. Then I'm going to set my under eyes with my Laura Mercier Translucent Powder and my Morphe M438. Then to set my entire face, I'm taking my Ofra Pressed Oil Control Powder and my Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just going to be patting this all over my face. Okay, so I had to take a little break because it got really hot in my room and I needed to turn the air conditioning on. It's way too loud to have on during a video, so I took a small break after I powdered my face. But now I'm going to do my eyebrows. So last time in my last tutorial I did my brows with an Ardell brow pencil, but since then I decided to finally buy an Anastasia brow product. A lot of you guys recommended this. So I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in dark brown, and it's so creamy and smooth. It's a lot more pigmented than I expected. You don't have to dig into this at all. You literally just have to touch it with your brush in my case, and it's enough product. So I'm taking that Beauty Junkies Pro Brow Brush and barely even tapping in here. And I'm just going to even out my brows and build my arch on this brow. Same as I did with the pencil, it's just a lot easier with this product. After I build up my arch, I just fill in my scar on this eyebrow. And then that's it for the dip brow, but I still like to pick up my shade Hot Chocolate from the Anastasia Self-Made palette, and I like to pop that on top of my brows just to deepen up that little dip brow area and make it match my natural hairs a little bit more. Just kind of run it through where it needs it. So my eyes are going to be very, very simple today. A lot of you guys requested to see the eye look that I had in my previous video, and that's what I'm going to try to mimic in this video. This is pretty much what I do on an everyday basis, but not on like a no makeup day, but pretty much every time I sit down and film and I have a neutral eye, this is what I do, and it's what I've been doing lately, so I'm going to show you how I do it. It's very, very simple. I'm going to prime my eyes with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So a big apology to those of you who don't have this palette, but this has a lot of colors that are neutral. You can find them anywhere, but I am going to be using my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette because I have been reaching for it, and this is what I've been using. So the two colors that I'm going to be mixing to put into my crease are Pure right here and Summer Yum. They're both matte brownish red shades, and I always put my crease color in with my Morphe M433 brush. So I'm going to mix those two colors and then tap off the excess and just put this into my crease. You can use any brown eyeshadows for this. I just really like the tones from this palette. There's something a little bit unique about them. It's nice and peachy and it just smells good. I like the orangey tones to these browns. And yeah, but you can really use anything that you want. As long as it's a brown crease color, it's gonna pretty much look the same as this. And I just keep blending this until it gives me the definition that I want for my eye. Really, the trick is just a whole lot of blending. Now that my crease color is there, I'm going to go in with Peaches and Cream. It's just a cream color. I like to have a semi-matte white shadow or off-white shadow all over my lid. When I do looks like this, it just makes my eyes look bigger, and it really makes winged eyeliner stand out. So I'm just going to pat this all over both eyelids. And really, you don't have to worry about being a perfectionist here because everything just blends into one seamless eye look in the end. So after that, I'm just going to go back in and blend my crease again. And then I like to highlight my brow bone with this shimmery color called Nectar. So I literally place the tiniest little streak underneath both my brows. And then I go back in with my blending brush and make sure that it's seamless. So before we finish the eye look or the rest of the face, we're going to do our eyeliner. This is my least favorite thing to do because I mess up so often, but it's one of the most important parts of the eye look. So again, I'm going to be mixing my NYX Studio Liner and my Fabuliner from Jordana. I always create my wing with the NYX and then fill in the wing with the Jordana. Okay, so now for mascara and eyelashes, I'm going to be using my Ardell Studio Effects lashes, and these are wispies. These are very different. Apparently they're customized by a makeup artist, and I really like the way that they look. They look very wispy and very beautiful, so I'm going to be trying them for the first time today. And as always, I'm going to be using my Duo Lash Adhesive in clear for these. I just like to apply a very thin coat of mascara to my lashes before I apply my falsies. So what I like to do is place the lash, once the glue is semi-tacky, I like to place the lash right in the center of my eyelid, making sure the center of the band touches down near my eyelashes, and then I grip the outside of the band and place that down as close as I can get to my eyelashes, and then the inside of the band, which is the most important because nobody likes a inner corner lifting. And then sometimes I like to lift it a little bit with my fingers, but this application was perfect and you don't want to mess with perfection, so I'm going to move on to my other side. Okay, so while my lash glue is drying, we're going to do the inner corner highlight for the eye look. Okay, I think I used Makeup Geek Shimma. I'm going to take Shimma on my pencil brush, and I'm just going to put a lot of it in my inner corner. I don't know if you guys could notice in my previous video, but it was a very prominent inner corner. So I'm taking Shimma first, dotting it in there, and I just washed my brushes, so this is very intense because my brush is still a tiny bit wet. And then I just like to blend it out a little bit. Then I just wipe that brush off, and I'm going back into the peach palette. I'm taking Pure, and I'm just putting a very tiny bit into the outer corner of my lower lash line, and this just makes my eye look a little bit bigger. Now that I'm done with my eyeshadow, I'm going to put some mascara onto my lower lashes, and I'm using my L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black. You can pretty much assume that I'm using this unless I say otherwise in any of my tutorials. And I feel like a good bottom lash coat of mascara really opens your eyes up, and it can really change an eye look. So I completely forgot it's time to go over my lash band with some liquid liner to hide that glue, to make sure that if I take pictures, it doesn't look horrid. I'm so antsy to get onto the lip portion of this video, so I'm going to hurry up and finish the rest of my face. So I'm going to contour / bronze up my face, and again I'm using my Chocolate Soleil Too Faced bronzer. It's just a sample I got forever ago. I really need to go buy the full size, but this has actually lasted me forever, so there's no need right now. And I'm just bronzing around the contour area, not going too far down into my cheek area. And this smells so good. I love everything Too Faced chocolate line. Smells amazing. And I haven't been very good about telling you every single brush in this video, so as always my brushes and products will be in the description box below for you guys. But for my blush, I'm going to be taking MAC Melba and my Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm applying this to the apples of my cheeks. For highlight, I'm going to show you something new that I just picked up and I've been loving. This is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter Powder in Golden Lights. I picked up another one. What is the other one? I picked up this one too. This is a pinkier one called Radiant Lights, but it's nowhere near as highlighty as the Golden Lights one. So I highly recommend this if you guys haven't tried Makeup Revolution. I haven't either. This is my first product from them, but it's such a beautiful highlight, and it reminds me of the same tone as the Pat McGrath Golden Highlighter. So I'm going to be picking this up with my Real Techniques setting brush, tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to highlight the high points of my cheekbone. Okay, that was too much. I put a little bit more than I wanted to. Okay, so I'm going to blend that out with my blush brush because I put on a lot more than I wanted. Be careful with this highlight because it's very pigmented. Not that that's a bad thing, but I wanted a subtle highlight, so I need to blend it out. But it is very blendable, so that's good. Okay, so if you stop right here and add a nude lip, you would be wearing exactly the makeup I wore in my last video, but I'm going to be making this 4th of July makeup or patriotic makeup, so I'm so excited for this part. I've been mixing some of this stuff on my hand to try to figure out what would be the most festive and pretty, and I found the most amazing combination, and I feel bad because I'm including something that was in a holiday set, but you could use anything that's more iridescent, glitter, eyeshadow, you could use anything, but I'm going to be using my Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick from Too Faced in the shade Who's Zoomin' Who. It's the navy blue color, and then my Lorac 3D Liquid Luster Drops, and this is the one in Opal, so if you have this in your collection, congrats. If you don't, just find something iridescent, some glitter, I don't know. You can't get exactly this look if you don't have this, unfortunately, but I'm sure you could find something similar. I just really like the outcome of this a lot. I'm obsessed. And the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipsticks are amazing. This is the only one I own, but the formulation of this one has just stolen my heart. I need them all in my life. I love them. I highly recommend them. If you get the chance to get them, definitely do. So I've said this before, but I haven't said it in a long time. If you guys ever catch me rolling my eyes in a makeup tutorial, it's because of my contact lenses. They don't always react well with fake lashes. So if I do that, I'm not being a bitch. I'm just, my contacts are drying out. Okay, so you want to wait until your liquid lipstick is fully dry before you do this. This is a little bit tricky to work with. These drops, a tiny bit goes a long way. So all I'm going to do is put the tiniest drop on my finger. Literally that tiny little drop. And I'm going to pat my fingers together and get a very small amount onto this finger. And I'm going to lightly tap it all over my lips. It's easy to accidentally make these drops opaque, and I don't want an opaque glitter. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can see this better. My liquid lipstick application's not the greatest, just so you know. Had to battle a wasp, so back to this tutorial. I'm going to finish up my lips with more of this glitter. So this is seriously the prettiest lip color ever. I'm going to take really good pictures of it so that you guys can see it a little bit better than this, but it's a very pretty iridescent navy blue, and I'm going to touch up the edges of it with concealer really quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so to set my face, I'm going to be trying out this Boscia White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Spray. Alright guys, so that is it for this 4th of July makeup tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, then please give me a thumbs up. I really like this iridescent navy blue lip. I highly recommend the Too Faced liquid lipsticks. They are so amazing, and hopefully some of you guys have these 3D drops and you can get some use out of them. If you didn't know how to use them before, this is a really pretty way to get some use out of them. So thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new videos every single week, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.